Hey, welcome. If you're a leader, you already know that pressure, well, it just comes with the territory, right? But what happens when that constant pressure starts to boil over into chronic stress? Today, we're going to dig into the hidden costs of leadership stress and, more importantly, how to actually master it.
So let's just get right to it with a question I want you to think about as we go through this. Is stress secretly running your leadership? Look, I know it's an uncomfortable thought, but it's an absolutely essential one to ask if you want to be as effective as you can be.
All right, first things first, we've got to frame this the right way. We're talking about the leader under pressure. And the key idea here is to see stress not as some kind of personal failing, but for what it really is, an occupational hazard. It's part of the job. I mean, it's just a simple, undeniable truth. If you're leading, you're facing pressure. It's coming from deadlines, from your team, from the market, even from yourself. Accepting this as a given is really the first step. It's never going to be about avoiding pressure. It's all about how you respond to it.
And that's where we hit the really crucial question. Okay, we can accept that pressure is part of the deal, sure. But what is the hidden cost to your effectiveness when that pressure morphs into unmanaged, chronic stress? That's what we really need to unpack.
So that brings us to the really high cost of all this stress. You should think of it like a domino effect. It doesn't just knock over your performance at work, it keeps going, right into your overall well-being. Let's take a closer look at exactly how this plays out.
So, when you look at this list, what's really fascinating is how the damage happens. Take diminished focus, for example. It's not just about getting distracted easily. Under chronic stress, our brains go into what scientists call cognitive tunneling. Your focus narrows so intensely on what you think is a threat that you literally become blind to other information, to new opportunities, to creative solutions. It's the slow, quiet erosion of your most important capabilities.
And this chart just perfectly shows that the fallout isn't neatly contained at the office. No way. Unmanaged stress kicks off this vicious cycle. The cognitive overload from work tanks your professional productivity, right? Then that spills over and wrecks your personal well-being, messing with your sleep, your recovery. And of course, when your well-being takes a hit, it's that much harder to show up as a productive leader. The two are completely 100% intertwined.
Let's put this in a stark contrast. On one side, you've got the stress leader. They're reactive, just constantly putting out fires, totally unfocused, and just feeling overwhelmed. Then on the other side, you've got the effective leader. They're composed, their thinking is clear, and they're creative in how they approach problems. The big takeaway here is that these aren't just different moods, they are fundamentally different ways of operating. So the million-dollar question, how do we get from the stressed leader to the effective one? Well, it all starts by building your first line of defense, and that is personal composure. Let's jump into the techniques. So what we've got here is a really proven three-step path. First, you've got relaxation exercises, things that actively calm your body's stress response. Second, structured reflection, literally creating space in your calendar to process and strategize. But honestly, that third one, boundary setting, it might be the most critical. This isn't just about work-life balance, it's about fighting something scientists call attention residue. You know that feeling when you switch tasks, but part of your brain is still stuck on the last thing? That's it. Strong boundaries give your brain the clean break it needs to actually fully focus.
Getting a handle on these personal techniques is absolutely foundational. But here's the thing, mastering your own inner state, that's only half the battle. You also have to take a hard look at the environment you're operating in and the one you're creating.
And that leads us right into strategies for workplace balance. Because as a leader, you have this incredible power, not just to manage your own stress, but to actually cultivate a healthier, less stressful environment for your entire team.
What I love about this is how practical these swaps are. Instead of a culture that rewards constant, frantic reactivity, you cultivate proactive planning. You replace unclear expectations with transparent communication. And you have to actively fight back against that always-on culture, not just to stop burnout, but to protect those quiet incubation periods our brains need for deep, creative thinking. Every single one of these shifts lowers the stress load for everybody. And let's be super clear about why this all matters. This isn't just about making things feel nicer. The real goal here is to restore balance and energy, because a balanced and energized team is a focused, creative, and highly effective team. Your sense of calm really does set the tone for everyone else.
So, let's bring all of this together. All of these techniques and strategies, they're all pointing toward one big idea, one ideal, becoming a stoic leader. And that is all about fundamentally mastering your approach to pressure.
I really want to leave you with this powerful idea. The goal is not a life without pressure, but a mind that is masterful within it. This just captures the whole philosophy perfectly. It's not about finding some easy, pressure-free job. It's about building the internal and the external systems to thrive right in the middle of the storm.
So, as we wrap up, I'm not going to leave you with just theory. I want to give you a challenge that puts this into practice. Take a look at your week ahead. What is just one, boundary that you will set? Maybe it's with your time, your technology, or your tasks. What one boundary will you set to start reclaiming your focus? Because that small step, that's where mastery begins.